Welcome to the Adventures in Alchemy podcast, where we share tips, techniques, and true stories to support you in using the law of attraction and alchemy to create magic and live the life of your dreams. Here's your host, the founder of DailyAlchemy.com, Michelle Martin Dobbins.
Hi guys, Michelle Martin Dobbins from DailyAlchemy.com. And I want to talk to you today about something that can trip up your manifesting and suck kind of the joy and happiness out of your life. And I've seen it happen to quite a few people. So I want to talk to you about it today. And I don't normally talk about this too much because I like to focus on what I want to create more of. But I'm going to show you how to shift this focus. So what am I talking about? I'm kind of talking about negativity and the thing that seems to be going on in our world right now where where a lot of people seem to be looking for something to be upset with, looking for something that offends them. That's not going to lead you in the right place. You and I, even as deliberate creators, even as people who are spiritually minded, we can look and we can see a lot of things that are offensive to us. But if that's where we're going to put our focus, we're going to get stuck. And that's when our manifesting and our joy kind of grinds to a halt. And I don't want you to get stuck there. I don't want me to get stuck there. I don't want anybody to get stuck there. So the main place that I'm seeing really a lot of this is online. And, my daughter who follows a lot of YouTube channels, and she was talking about she loves a lot of the vegan writers, and some of them have just decided that they're totally unplugging. They're deleting their Instagram accounts, deleting their YouTube, because they feel kind of the pressure from this negativity and just also feeling like they have to tune in and see everything that's there, and it kind of detracts from real life. And, technology is great if it supports us and it helps us grow and it brings more joy to our life. But when it sucks the joy out, that's not so great. And I'm sure that you guys have noticed, if you go to any of the YouTube channels, especially my daughter, she loves some of the big science ones. And I'm like, these videos are awesome. And it's so wonderful that these people are sharing this. And they love she shows me the SciShow and some of the other ones where they're making science entertaining for kids and just giving out this knowledge. And then you look in the comments and people are talking about what they look like and their clothes and that's the nice stuff, I'm gonna have to say. So I try not to go there in those comments, but there's so many people online looking for what they don't like about something. Bloggers are being criticized for their opinions, and, you can be attacked in your Twitter feed, your Facebook page. I don't get it too much. I'm really thankful for that. I do try to put an energetic light around my page and all of my social media accounts, and it's very rare. When I first started out, I would have to ban and delete people who said ugly things to me on my Facebook page. Yeah, 1 or 2 a week. And I actually haven't had that for a really long time. But I don't focus there. I don't give any energy to that. If something comes on my page that is not nice, I ban and delete it. On my Facebook page, I follow only lighthearted, spiritually minded people. When I open up my Facebook page, when I open up my Twitter and I scroll through any of these things, all I see are positive messages. And if I see something I don't like, I usually don't engage. I just hide it and move on, or unfollow and move on. It's really nice because online there's so much stuff, but we do have control, and we have to remember that we can choose where to hang out online. So let's think about how we can keep our vibration high and not get sucked into online negativity. And these are some of the things that I try to do. One is limit your viewing time. When you go on there, go to places that you're going to like. Don't read articles and posts of people that you're not going to agree with. Don't go reading those comments on YouTube and the online news articles. No, don't go there. Seriously. Now I am kind of telling you what to do, but be cautious about that. And, if you have someone who pushes your button, hide their posts from your Facebook feed if you can, if you feel unable to unfollow them, or just unfriend them, unfollow them on Twitter. It's just, you have a great control. But also, I set a timer for myself. I have a certain amount that I go on, and when the timer's up, I go out. And I also set an intention. When I go in, I set an intention that my vibration will be lifted by the things that I see, and I will be led to information that is going to be beneficial to me. And also that I will put out loving and beneficial vibrations to everyone I come into contact with online. So usually if I go on Twitter, I'm thanking people who have shared my content. I'm looking for people whose content I can share, and for people who I can just comment and raise their spirits and raise their vibrations. Same thing on Facebook. Instagram, I don't do a whole lot of. I've tried to. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do when I'm online. Who can I make smile? Who can I give some information that will be helpful to them? And also, where can I get information that's helpful to me? I set those intentions and I look for the good, and that's what I find 98% of the time. But I know that there's a lot of junk out there. I've seen it, but I know where it is, and I don't go there. And I also don't spend all day online, because then you get sucked down a rabbit hole and you end up in those places you don't want to be. And I kind of also mentioned this so that, tip number 1 was to limit your viewing time. Tip number 2 is to spend time amongst like-minded people, which I do. And like I said, I try to keep my Twitter and my Facebook and all those focused on the kind of people that think similar to me, but also think differently, because I like to learn from different people's perspectives and opinions. But I have groups that I go to, and I know that they're safe places, and I know that I can express opinions and ask questions and feel safe in there to do that. So find a place where the energy matches up with you, and you like the people and the way it feels, and go there. Sometimes it's nicer just to go to a group rather than out into the whole big Facebook or whatever. And number 3, decide what you prefer and focus there. There are so many things that can get us wound up. And I understand, like, if you see something that depicts someone being cruel to an animal, that doesn't feel good. That feels awful. And you may want to lash out to that person and get upset over that post, okay? Because, animal cruelty, it's not cool. It's a horrible thing, right? But ask yourself, what do you prefer? Okay? So maybe you prefer to see stories of animals being rescued and nurtured in their forever homes. So Google that. Look about stories about what you prefer. Focus on what does bring you joy. And I know that doesn't necessarily make the other stuff go away, but it adds more of what you want into your focus and into your life and out into the whole wide world. And, wouldn't you rather focus on animal rescue than animal cruelty? And that's more of a solution-based focus, because I know a lot of people who focus on what's wrong all the time, what's wrong, and how this is horrible and that's horrible. And you ask them, well, what have you done about it? Well, mostly all they've done about it is complain that it's horrible. And that's not going to change the world. Someone who takes animals into their home and rescues them and gets them good homes and heals them, that's what's going to change the world. And, that's just one topic. I know there are a million others that everybody has the ones that they like. And I always remember that Mother Teresa once said that she would not come to an anti-war rally, but she would be present at a peace rally, right? We don't want to necessarily fight against what we don't want, but we want to focus on what we do want. And that's not just out in the real world, as we call it. It is out in the online world too, especially on the online world. Protect yourself. Set an intention before you go online that you're only going to connect with the highest vibration people, the people who align with your values and your beliefs. And then just take that time to be choosy. You're worth it. And, online we have a lot of control, a lot more even than we do in the real world, because, I know online is real too, but, if you don't like someone and what they're saying on Twitter, you can block them. If you don't like the guy down the street, He's still probably not going away. So in this environment where you can choose who to engage with, choose people who are going to raise your vibration, choose people who are going to add to the joy in your life, because they are there. I promise you. I can tell you, because I open up my Facebook feed and I smile because I see all kinds of cool stuff and just really people that I love sharing things that I love. And yeah, it makes me happy. I know some people are like, oh, Facebook is all drama. I'm like, well, you got the wrong people on your page. Okay. But don't go posting on your Facebook page saying, oh, I hate the drama on Facebook. Change who's on it. Change your intention and your focus when you go on it, and make it a small part of your day, because I love, love, love connecting with people online. I've met the most fabulous people there, but those real life face-to-face connections are just pretty awesome too. So don't lose track of those. Go have lunch with a friend who's close by and put your phone away and enjoy being where you are right now. Okay, so that's it for today. I hope that you will go out and create some magic in your life today. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.
Thanks for listening to the Adventures in Alchemy podcast. Connect with me on thedailyalchemy.com or Facebook at facebook.com/Michelle Dobbins, author. Join us next time for even more magical life tips.